死神看起来太强了吧？打得赢吗？
What have you done? What have you done to me?
你成了一个凡人，送你上路。
Impossible. You are a thrall, a slave. You serve the Absolute. You serve me. Bow, you dog. Bow! The prism. You've had it all this time. You worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break.
来啊！我天使大大帮忙哎，你怎么可能打得赢
How good it is to see you again, Ketherick. At last you found a godmaster that suits you, it seems.
Halen, the thief. You stole Isabel from me, and now you think you'll take my life in the bargain?
You dare to speak her name? After your crimes innumerable, you would evoke her before me!
Enough! This ends here and now. At last.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
灵魂使女，他几等？哇塞，他11等。仇恨灵光，直接暴风雨下去了，不演了。死亡指令。
Focus your attack, soldiers.
哇，天使超猛，一刀40，我靠，他是鬼吧？这个天使是鬼哦。全力开敲，干，80%没有中，来一次，41 ，OK 吧？再来一次。
My lord beckons me.
他还有 P2哦。
You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
哇！
Sure as she. This has only begun.
What?
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
Looks like a long way down. Shall I go first?
This is an Illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
I wager that devil I meant to rescue somewhere near.
Better not be cursed. That pod.
Mazora, you're Zariel's asset.
My dumb little stinker.
三小，原来他被困住了。
By Grazit's cock, get me out of this thing.
白痴，自己被抓住，
And you'll set me free.
有够好笑。
That's the deal.
Yeah, yeah. So, get to it already.
他以为他很牛逼耶。
The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
检查左边，检查右边。
The symbol's meaning comes into focus. Annihilate.
左边是直接让他死掉，哎，歼灭是直接让这个恶魔死掉。右边是
You decipher the symbol. It's an Illithid
右边释
sigil
放，
meaning unleash.
让他出来，他不一定会算话。可是如果直接杀了他的话，正义小伙应该会直接暴毙。所以我们让他出来好了。
You did all right, Will. I'd give your belly a good rub, but never could stand the smell.
You're free, Mazora. I held up my end. Now you hold up yours. Sever the pact.
Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soulbearer from all obligation within 6.
所以他要帮他工作6个月，
6 months.
干
God damn you.
换老板。
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
惯老板哎、你觉得我们费那么大功夫能得到奖励吗？啊，没有过，再试一次。哇，还是没过，好吧。
The new contract is enough. That and my sparkling disposition. Now, you've got business in the towers to take care of. Don't you fret. I'll find you soon enough. You're going to need me. Count on it. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
是吧？至少6个月后就自由了，不坏啦，没事啦。你把这全部打爆，看看会发生什么事。感觉会招出一只怪耶。什么事都没发生。哇，这个不是开场动画的那个吗？那个石板吗？夜读就地之墙。
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The grand design. Order. Perfection. Unity. Every plane. As one. Every being. In their place.
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind.
Taken. Corrupted. Gone.
And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain.
哎，这是我们最开始遇到那个那个脑子怪。
You and us, we will remain with you. Call us, and we will be at your side.
竟然，脑子怪。
Friend, we are here for you. What absolute? The absolute does not care about us. We are different, and we are saved. We will not cause you any trouble, friend. You and your friends shall see us.
别人看到他只是看到一只小猫。
All others shall see they kitties can walk anywhere, and they are most cunning.
Longer a background murmur, the presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We found it. The absolute is behind this door.
事实上，真神就在后面。我要打神了。哇，这个三个帅哥，三个帅哥。中间这个帅哥是谁啊？
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure. Like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews. Again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane!
The Lash of Ball!
包大脑子。
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guests. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Who preserve us?
这正义小伙的爸爸。
Like your word flap in vain, olderling. Once the worm holds the whip, Your shredded flesh will serve us.
Shit, no! Father!
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketherick, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
哇，爸爸一直被带走了。
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
You are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
Eh. 我会查清楚我自己是谁，终结我的杀戮命运。
Your place is to die so that I might finally live. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
这是什么？你打算背叛自己的盟友？这个对话是什么意思
Yes. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.
来干啊！
So long as Nightfall's in that cage, Ketherick will keep getting back up.
我们要先释放暗夜之歌，然后才能打败他，不然他是无敌的。炸！是啦。注意啦，可以开宰了。哦哟，哦哟。
Focus your attack, soldiers.
哇，中3发。
By my hand.
真的很会躲。
Bye forever, pal.
再见。
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours. You dare anyone who belongs to me. I am the smile of the world cleansed. I am the regrets of those who remain, and the restlessness of those who are gone.
哦，这个死神的文学造诣很好哦。死神看起来太强了吧？打得赢吗？见鬼了！
Shit.
这哦，他还不是死神本神哎，他是他的使徒。哇靠！这是范围攻击哎。 幽冥之处，哎，这边还有2只哦，好呀，忘记了，刚刚打这2只了。刀割大镰刀，哇！很慌，很慌。 嘣！哇，好猛！哦哟，给死神一点颜面好不好？5级谢光弹，送你下去。
Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
The villain is 死了还要鞭尸哎，超级气！太气了吧！
You have my sword, my fealty. Do what you must.
Then we fly this foul place.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable.
另外2个邪教徒是谁？
One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the dead three.
哦，所以真正的敌人是死亡三神。
Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to make from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
这什么宝石？
The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. We prepare for the fight of our lives. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn an order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must...
哦，这个盾牌好强哦！法师专用的盾牌，法术攻击直骰+1。这个重甲也很猛哎，不会被法术或动作强制移动。哇，这盔甲好帅！穿这个就穿这个了，太帅了，不穿不行。
Our enemies spread like rubber. An elder brain bound by reminds me of old times. Extensively. Mind flayers too. It is most but take courage. We have killed a man who could not die. You have a nether stone. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side
加入我们了，是不是？
Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketheric. But you convinced we ventured into darkness together. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread.
地见。
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Beyond that, our course is yours.
Yeah, 又多了一个伙伴。
Helen! Isabel! My love! You are dead. I saw your body.
原来她就是那个哦。
I'm here.
原来她是他的女儿哦。
And my father.
然后他们还是一对的，资讯量爆炸哎！资讯量爆炸。
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all.
难怪那个时候他派僵尸过来的时候都要掳走他，不是杀了他，因为他是他女儿。
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, it's you, isn't it? You're the talk of this place, you know? I'm Isabel. And this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you.
他们也要来营地啊！来吧，来吧。
You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's.
我们在彼此的身体和言语中寻求慰藉。
We'll see you later.
What to do?
我喜欢这种讲法。
Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one.
我更想要金子。没有你，我是绝对做不到的。我们谦虚一下。
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my... There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. A century of it by now. Her father Ketheric never did trust me. He did not when she died. Curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed, but lo, the brute is dead. And we live!
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. remember that it is a common rite among Selûne's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back.
Oh.
She was taken.
What?
会不会是他爸爸
that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him?
啊？所以他认贼作父哎。
Your own blood.
My father. That was him.
That is.
把杀了他爸的仇人当他的恩人。
And your mother too.
太惨了。
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman, one who knows what must be done.
My parents.
父母那样，他爸爸那样还没死哦，被捅烂了。
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
Hmm?
I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
哦，暗夜短矛，传说的。召唤一道光束对所有进行光束或在其间的生物造成伤害。哦，好像蛮强的哦。来用用看。
Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. The sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow. Though however deep your pain, it cannot compare to Halsin's.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord. But there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live?
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offal.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
终于到了最后一章。柏德之门。
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the Dream Visitor's protection. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. And what then? You are prone to impulses as uncontrollable as the gods themselves. Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
这边是一个抉择。这个吧，这个比较适合我的想法。怎样感觉对我就怎样做。
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join power.
Ooh.
I'm under attack.
你帮忙哦！哇靠！
What's next?
这个又是谁？
Flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you.
哦哟，是他原来长这样子啊！
Force is awakened by their assault, but with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the guard. I will subdue their master.
侦测思想。
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is everywhere. You blunder like a walk pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly in your head. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Nothing in your colorful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight! Together, we can turn the tide.
Wow, 好，好强！之前都跟鬼一样强哎。 我也是蛮鬼的啦，你们很鬼，但是我更鬼，好不好？哎呦，他很猛哎！
Don't look at me like that. I am a Mind Flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody Mind Flayer.
If I'd known you would be so open-minded, I would have saved myself a lot of effort. But I'm glad you're not here to judge. I was someone once. Someone just like you.
哦，对啦，多西目前也是人啊，他只是被改编成这样子。
An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of Mind Flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them. Rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Oh. 他被困在那边的那个人呢
Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Elitid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki.
就是之前把我们杀掉那个女王。
He refused, and so she sealed him within this prison. His honor guard, ever loyal, followed him in. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my homeland, Prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain.
所以他现在直接出去的话，他就会被控制。
To overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
了解了解，豁然开朗了。
There may come a time when that is necessary, but there is no guarantee that his power would survive his passing. The risk is too great. The moment his protection is gone, you would become enthralled to the Elder Brain, just as I would. We may look different, but to the Elder Brain we are already the same. Thralls in its design. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
要我们也变成灵犀怪哦？不会吧
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
Yeah.
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with Illithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it. So embrace it.
我不要！我不是拒绝了吗？我不要变章鱼。
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
我不要变章鱼。21是啥小？怎么过？21。失败了，再一次。22过了。
A wave of disappointment, stronger than any you've ever felt. And then stillness. You've resisted your Illithid instincts. For now.
You are not ready yet. Keep hold of it then, until you are. It has enough vitality to further your evolution, and your allies. Perhaps you will be more inclined to try when you see what our enemy can do. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our